Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we just got some more information from Psyonix about new things coming to Rocket League. Technically yesterday for you guys, but today for me. Okay, I'm a day late, sorry. But one of those things is the esports decals. We already went over that in yesterday's video. And I'm gonna have a new video tomorrow actually looking at the decals in game, because by the time this video comes out, those will be added to the game in like a couple hours or so. And I definitely wanna make a video on that because that's exciting. But this is even more exciting. This is changes to the competitive playlist requirements. They are upping the required XP level to join competitive playlist for new accounts. Okay? It's exciting, but let's get into the details because it's kind of I don't know how I feel about it yet. Higher minimum level for the competitive playlist and new esports shop items arrive in Rocket League soon. Rocket League's next update includes a new anti-smurfing measure plus fresh team gear in the esports shop. As we're a full month into the new year, it's time for Rocket League's first game update of 2024 and a look at some of what's coming. Tomorrow's game update adds a new anti-smurfing measure. This is today for you guys. A higher competitive minimum level requirement. The update also refreshes the esports shop for the Rocket League Championship Series 2024 season. Read on for more details. So, new minimum level for the competitive playlists. Here we go. This is their anti-smurfing measures. We've seen a lot of community chatter lately around allowing players to bypass the minimum level required to play in the competitive playlist by partying up with other players. Smurfing is something that we know is frustrating, so we wanted to share a bit of the design philosophy behind that original decision and why we are making some changes in tomorrow's update. The competitive minimum level required was introduced when Rocket League became playable for free in 2020 and was meant to serve a couple of purposes. While we wanted to make it more difficult to smurf, one of the main goals was to make sure that new players were not blocked from playing with friends. Really. The casual experience back then was rife with early quitting and was considered by many as a less enjoyable experience. We therefore made the decision to let players experience Rocket League in the best way possible at that time with friends in the competitive playlist. Because if you guys remember, back then, if you joined casual, most of the game was just people leaving, joining, leaving, joining, leaving, joining. If you went up by one goal, leave. People would just leave. And there was no penalty for leaving and rejoining. And anytime you would join into a casual game, most of the time you would just join into the middle of a game where you're down by 10. And it's like, oh, okay, great. This is awesome. Because everyone would leave, everyone would join. They changed that later on. But so they're saying they have this level 10 XP requirement. But if you're playing with friends, we don't want to have you guys playing casual. No, that's a bad experience for you. We want you to have a really good experience, so we're gonna allow you to smurf. That's basically what they said. They're like, we're gonna allow people to smurf just so they don't hate us too much, okay? So they actually play the game. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that excuse. I really don't. At that time, we also started making changes to the casual playlist with the goal of making it an equally enjoyable experience to competitive play. We now feel we've reached that goal. Really? Really? 3.5 years later, you have now reached that goal where you think that casual playlists and competitive playlists are equally enjoyable experiences now. 3.5 years. Really? That's wild. I feel like this should have been done 2 years ago. But anyways, and because of that, our thinking has changed around the need to allow players to bypass the competitive minimum level requirement. Okay, so they're finally like, you know what? We shouldn't allow players to bypass this 10 level requirement, okay? That's insane. They're changing it. In tomorrow's update, the competitive minimum level requirement will be raised from level 10 to level 20. And now every single player in a party will need to be level 20 or higher in order to queue for the competitive playlist. Level 20. I don't know if you guys play a lot of Rocket League or whatnot, but level 20 is not that hard to get. It's really not. And What about for all the accounts that people already have that are probably already level 20 and they probably use to smurf? It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's level 20, you can smurf. I still don't like this. I mean, it's better. It's better than the system we have now where, oh, the minimum level's 10, but if you're with friends, there is no minimum level. Obviously, that was a terrible thing for them to do. So I like this. It's better. Level 20 is required for everyone in the party, but it doesn't eliminate smurfing. It's not like an anti-smurfing. It's like a slap on the wrist. It's like, oh, dang it. Oh, smurfing's a little bit more difficult now. It's annoying, but it's not gonna stop smurfing. It's just not. But I appreciate it, I guess. These changes are some of several gameplay improvements we are working on this year to minimize behavior that can lead to unfair matches. So, in my opinion, this is too little too late. If they had done this 2 years ago, when there was still trading and there was still people that were interested in playing Rocket League more and wanting to get good at the game, it might have actually had a huge effect and kept players around for longer. But we're at the point now where Rocket League is lower than it's ever been. And I don't think this is gonna improve much. I just don't. I'm hopeful. I hope it does. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I can't see it actually doing anything significant. I just don't. So hopefully these several gameplay improvements that are planned for the future are something a little bit more significant than this, you know? Level 10 to level 20. Level 20, that's like, I can get that in a day. And you shouldn't be able to just create a new account, get it to level 20 in one day, and then have a new Smurf account. Have a phone number verification. Have some sort of system where one player has one account and they can't have multiple accounts. There's gotta be something. Other games do it, right? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of this? Obviously, it's a good thing. I'm not saying this isn't a good thing. It's very good that they made this change, but it's not... 3.5 years later, they think casual and comp are now comparable experiences. That's not true. That's just not true. The only way that they're comparable is they both have Smurfs. That's good job. You waited until Smurfs infested the entire game to actually do something. Good job, Psyonix. Great job. I mean, I don't know. I'm done complaining. Yeah, this is an improvement to the game. Woohoo! Okay, I'm done. This has been Coral's rant session. Catch you guys in the next video where I buy esports decals. Peace.